Welcome to my views and news. Another video for you. Firstly, Turkey, where dozens have been injured and six killed in a blast in central Istanbul. What happened there? Who is behind this attack in Turkey? Secondly, Ethiopian National Defense Force commander Berhanu Jula returned to Ethiopia today after the conclusion of talks held in Kenya. He was warmly welcomed at the airport, Bole Airport. Thirdly, Getachew Reda spoke just a few minutes ago about talks. He urged patience and consistency for lasting peace in Ethiopia, in Tigray. What did he say? And lastly, a viewer contacted me. He said, Sajid, why don't you share good news about Eritrea? He shared two pieces of information with me, which I would share with you. I have no problem sharing good news. Is not good or bad. People perceive the news as good or bad. We just report facts. We uncover facts. Whatever we are reporting it's not good or bad. It is just a fact. It should be taken as a fact. If we are making mistakes, yes, we are open to corrections. Firstly, viewers, Turkey, where in Istanbul, Turkey's main city, a bomb explosion caused immense damage today. Istiklal Street, a pedestrian's street, was hit in this blast today in Istanbul. Hundreds were walking along the street when the blast happened. And 6 casualties are being confirmed. Dozens injured. What was the way of this attack which was adopted by the attackers? Some pictures and videos are being shared of a woman carrying a bag. It is being claimed, though not confirmed, that the woman with a headscarf put the bag on the street, and then the blast happened. So it could be a suicide blast. Erdogan, Turkish president, said that it is a terrorist attack and that perpetrators will be brought to justice. Who could be behind this attack? Well, we don't know, because no group has claimed responsibility for this attack so far. But what happened in the past? In the past, two groups have been carrying out attacks in Turkey. Firstly, ISIS, which has its presence in Turkey and neighboring countries. Secondly, Kurds. Kurds have been fighting Turkish government for years, for decades rather. They have their presence in neighboring countries like in Syria, in Iraq. And Turkey has been conducting airstrikes on the hideouts of Kurds in Syria and Iraq. But no official statement from Kurds about this attack so far. No accusation from Turkish government too. If Turkey says, if Turkey puts the blame on Kurds, you could see Turkish action against Kurds in Syria and in Iraq. Of course, there will be internal action as well, but Kurds live in Turkey too. But their main bases are not in Turkey. Their main bases are outside Turkey in neighboring countries, Syria and Iraq. Condolences to the families of those who have been killed and who have been injured. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian National Defense Force commander Berhanu Jula returned to Ethiopia on Sunday. He held 6-day-long talks in Nairobi, Kenya with Tigray military commander Getachew Reda. The two sides agreed on a declaration which was made public yesterday. When he arrived in Addis Ababa, he was warmly welcomed at Bole Airport of Addis Ababa. Abraham Bale, Ethiopian defense minister, was there too at the airport. Bacha Dable was seen too. Bacha Dable is a former general of Ethiopian National Defense Force, but a few months ago he was appointed as Ethiopian ambassador to Kenya. He fought, Bacha Dable fought and led the troops of Ethiopian National Defense Force last year when TDF was in Amhara and Afar regions. The role of military commanders is very crucial in coming days because disarmament, disengagement, reintegration of TPLF fighters are main points which will be implemented in coming days. Withdrawal of non-ENDF and Eritrean forces from Tigray will also be done in coming days. And for all these things to happen, a role of military is very important. Role of Ethiopian National Defense Force. General Jula was very warmly welcomed at the airport. Meanwhile, Getachew Reda spoke today. He said, we have concluded a long and drawn out process of talks and deliberations. And we are on our way to peace. But what lies ahead is very consequential. It's very significant that what needs to be done should be done very cautiously. So he showed a cautious optimism in his tweet today. But in a way, he urged the other side that what needs to be done should be taken seriously. It's not that everything has been resolved. It's just the start of a process. Implementation requires wisdom and sincerity. So coming days are crucial because in coming days, Eritrean military will have to withdraw from Tigray. Amhara forces will have to withdraw from Tigray. Tigray fighters will have to surrender heavy weapons, maybe light arms as well. Sadkan, in an interview a few weeks ago, said that around 250,000 members of Tigray Defense Force were fighting in Tigray. Now these 250,000 Tigray fighters will be disarmed, reintegrated into society. Yes, Tigray will have a regional force, but how big a regional force can Tigray have? According to Ethiopian constitution, a few thousand, maybe 10 or 20,000, because number of members of regional force is according to the population of the region. Tigray has a population of around 5-6 million people, so I think it will have around 10,000 members of its regional forces. So these 250,000 TDF fighters will be disarmed. They'll be reintegrated into society. All of them cannot be adjusted in regional forces and militia. So several challenges remain. Hopefully, the two sides will continue in the same spirit and the peace, lasting peace, will prevail in Ethiopia. Thirdly, viewers, two news items shared with me by an Eritrean viewer, very critical of me. He said, Sajid, you are not sharing these two news stories about Eritrea. Firstly, an Eritrean girl has won Miss Africa UK title. Her name is Aida Mebrahtu. For a month, voting went on, and then she was announced as the winner of Miss Africa UK award. You can see her picture on your screen. Secondly, an Eritrean actor, Seare Fitsum, has won an award. Sotigoi Awards are annual awards announced in Burkina Faso. Mostly African comedians are nominated for different categories. And Eritrean actor Seare Fitsum won award for his film Seare, for his leading role in the film. So, congratulations to both Aida Mebrahtu and Seare Fitsum. Lastly, as I said earlier, news is never good or bad. Intentions are good or bad. So if your intention is good, nothing is bad. Purpose of making videos is to keep myself informed and to keep my viewers informed as well informed. That is the only purpose of making these videos. I want to learn. I am a student of Ethiopian, Eritrean, Somalia's history, their culture, their ongoing developments, political, religious, military, regional. So we try to share these developments with you without any intention of siding with any party. But sometimes people have their loyalties. So that is why we are misunderstood by people sometimes. Thank you for watching.